Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. Happy Monday to you. Thanks for taking the time to watch my content here. And I can tell you that this is going to be a learning experience if you're new to the channel. So, I'm not a financial advisor by any stretch, but I do love teaching people to trade. I have a trading academy community and signals group linked down below if you're curious about that. Also have a BingX copy trading account we just created there. You can go ahead and copy me if you want. Cool little trade history here. Been so very blessed and fortunate to be able to have to continue to make some profits there for my my members there. But bottom line, I want you to consider using BingX. Phenomenal exchange. If you got hit by a KYC with Bybit, BitGet, and or KuCoin, the most recent, you're going to have to go somewhere, right? Well, no KYC or VPN required. You get $50 deposit bonus for $50 that you deposit. And of course, 3,000 USDT in volume is all you need to trade in order to get a $100 USD bonus. Okay, so awesome stuff there. Be sure to check that out. That is all linked down below. So with Filecoin, what I want to talk about here, some important stuff. First of all, we're going to clean up this chart a little bit and kind of see what's going on because it's obviously changed a little bit since I last covered it. And we've had this descending trend. We broke above that level for the first time in some time, and it broke hard and fast. So you can kind of see this little line in the sand where the price action had some difficulty crossing, and inevitably just shot straight up here with probably likely, more importantly, probably a short squeeze there, where a lot of shorts switched to a long positions, the price just continued higher. It's a very common characteristic there when you hedge your shorts with longs, and the price just flips and goes crazy. So cool stuff there if you are in this coin. So good for you if you got in somewhere in the range of 330 to 410. You're probably in pretty healthy profits right now. So what we're going to look at is sustainability. Is this going to continue to sustain? Well, first things first is the fact of the matter is we've broken this lower high pattern, right? So keep establishing lower highs, and even lower lows, right? And now we're, for the first time ever, establishing a higher high. Now keep this in mind. This higher high is still in discovery mode, right? We still haven't officially broken through this level, so it's an important thing to recognize. In fact, why don't we go ahead and draw some Fibonacci retracement levels here, kind of see roughly what could happen here if the price were to continue higher, or more important, just kind of sustain itself currently where it's at. Bottom line, we got $5. We can just say $5.01 or round down to $5 even is a point of contention, an obvious place in which we see the price action having some difficulty in the past. You can also see here that most recently, 0.618, the $4.13 range, is an important factor to recognize. That's a place in which the price action had difficulty passing. Therefore, if it comes back down, it'll be a healthy bouncing point for us. Okay, so bear in mind, if you're going to take a long entry, I would say $4.20 would be appropriate. I'm going to set an alert there just to be safe. It may never happen. It'll probably just continue upwards without any hesitation, but bottom line is I like to buy those kind of dips that are really strong consolidation areas where the volume spent a lot of time, right? So we take a look at the volume here. While there is more volume at the current price point, which is actually good, just below the current price point from this area here, we got the second most amount of volume is right in this range. Okay, so really cool stuff there, and those are things I like to kind of play on. So that being said, is Filecoin going to continue? Let's take a look and see. We got RSI peaking up here, hitting 70, and effectively rejecting out. Okay, so RSI at 70 tells us that we have a resistance level. That concurrent with $5 even as a previous resistance, previous high, tells me that we are not out of the woods yet. And that's a place we need to get past in order to have some luck. And the reason why is because, again, this lower high, lower low pattern hasn't truly officially been broken. While it's true we're making higher lows, that's a good trend reversal. That's the first thing you look for. Higher highs are most important here, and we haven't essentially established a higher high here, at least in this range yet. Okay, at least the previous high that was obviously a point of contention back on June 3rd. So almost exactly 1 month ago, in fact, exactly 1 month ago, we had this rejection at that level. Okay, that's just kind of stark reality there. That being said, hitting 70 in the RSI tells me we could be due for, I wouldn't say a correction, but this continuation may be stunted out a little bit, okay? And we just need to build a volume profile at this level to be able to help sustain that. Now, good news is there is a volume profile right here at 0.786, the $4.50 range. So the more likely candidate for a bouncing point would be there at 0.786. Okay, so again, I'm going to go ahead and look at this as well. Because again, when I set these alerts, I'm really just setting an alert to come back and look at it later before I take entry. It by no stretch means I'm just going to jump right in my trade and jump out at that level. Okay, that's not what I do. Again, if you look at my BingX history here, this is again more recent, but just kind of showing you proof that there is some healthy trades here. All these trades are taken with patience. Okay? I don't just jump in and effectively willy-nilly, right? I'm not the techno music, rave music with sunglasses kind of guy. I prefer to keep things legit and keep it pretty straight. By the way, you can follow me on that copy trading account if you want. It's just kind of a little side thing that I'm growing. I do have a perpetual futures account on there, which is more so for my trade community members. Only my members, my active members can trade over there. Again, conversation for another day. Message me if you have any questions on that, but cryptocash.tech is the site. If you do want to become a better trader and benefit from my trade signals that I send out to my members. That being said, though, what we want to look at here is on the 4-hour time frame, kind of work our way down, because we've established that we have a strong resistance at $5 and a potential bouncing point at $4.50. Again, I'm speaking round numbers here, but very, very close. We're up over 70 in the RSI here, telling us that we're building the overextended side. Now, this is normal for the price to kind of do one of these here. We got a pennant type of breakout pattern. Just so you know, a double pennant pattern is very unusual, very uncommon. So I'd be surprised if we see the price break to the upside here immediately without more volume. Speaking of volume, taking a pick here, this is a good sign. Keep this in mind. We got a lot more volume here coming in, but if this volume starts to taper off, the price will taper off with it. Okay, so pay attention to that. But RSI overextended here. If we take a look at TD sequential, not super overextended. We got another 4 more 4-hour candles, about 16 hours continuation potential to the upside or sideways. Okay, so another reason why we don't take a trade now, we wait almost a full trading day to take your entry. I know it seems crazy and the price could run and you could totally miss your opportunity, but what's the point in getting into a trade that you're not sure about versus taking a trade that you're more confident about, right? That confidence is what grows over time, and there's a reason why, 18 years of trading experience that I've had, I've made some fantastic mistakes in the past. And I say fantastic because they've all got me here, but you'd be surprised how many hits you take as a trader, okay? The key is to get back up again and to learn, to continue to learn from your mistakes. All right, what I'm getting at here is if we take a look at the 1 hour, we're probably going to be on the overextended size here leading into it. So we came up to a 9. Obviously, there's that overextension. Price pulls back, consolidate, and up to a 4. So with us being at a 4 right now, hypothetically, we've got another 5 more hours continuation to the upside or sideways. I don't think that'll happen because we are overextended. We can see we are above 70 on the RSI, even on the 1 hour, which is extremely high. So to me, I don't think we're going to be able to sustain this price point much longer. I'm not saying you should short like crazy, but I do think that a short might be more appropriate at this level. But we want to look at the 15-minute to confirm. But I think at this point right now, we're definitely looking like the price should pull back soon. But again, totally been wrong in the past, and it wouldn't be the first time. So either way, that's what we're looking at there. Let's go ahead and double check here on Ichimoku Cloud. So again, all green lights here, all the more reason not to short, okay? Because again, we're in a position right now where this momentum is still continuing. Don't trade into momentum. It's not a good thing. So ultimately, we're looking at the hourly as truly bullish. There's no reason to consider taking a trade into it. But if we take a look at this here, we can see that this extra wick got kind of rejected out. Price still continues higher. Volume is dissipating. We're staying below that moving average. Not a great sign for a continuation. And if we take a quick look here at Bollinger Bands, we can see we're starting to get that little bit of a squeeze here, which tells us a breakout is inevitable. And then ultimately, we want to look at our stochastics and kind of see here where we're at. We haven't fully diverged yet, but it does look like it kind of wants to. So if this starts to swing in the other direction, and we reject off 70 on the RSI, which we're kind of doing already, then there's more probability of the price coming down from here. So my summarization here to make it simple for you is a pullback would make a lot more sense than an increase, but you want to wait for that pullback to occur first before you take your long position. If you jump in right now, you're going to be kind of sore and feeling like you've missed out. Again, that's just my personal opinion. If it keeps going up, more power to you. I hope it works out that way. But generally speaking, at this point, again, probability-wise, within the next 24 hours, it would make more sense to bounce off of 450 or 410, 413 range versus just shooting up from here. Again, we don't want it to shoot up from here, honestly. I know it sounds crazy, but if it does, it'll pull back even harder later, right? Because if you build a building with no stable foundation, it's going to collapse. We need a volume foundation. Now, you could argue that we have a lot of volume here in this candlestick to warrant the price to continue, but if that doesn't sustain itself and the volume continues to dissipate, which we're kind of seeing right now in the last couple of hours, then it's not going to be able to hold its current price point. Okay, so again, all the more reason why this coin should pull back, but I would just wait a little bit longer for confirmation to ensure it doesn't run up any further. That's my 2 cents. So I hope that makes sense for you. Thanks again for joining me here. Sorry for a little bit longer of a video. Again, you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. Got some nice little profits over here and some awesome stuff where we just love to communicate and have a good time, right? So all part of the trading community experience. All right, hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, be sure to register for BingX. Awesome opportunity. It's only available until July 31st, by the way. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.